limited, but my thing is, man, what is up with these superstars, man? So-called superstars. It's good when you drop 50 in the finals and tell people you ordering 50 chicken nuggets. But then when we ask you if your season a failure, now you gonna get
So,
philosophical about
Giannis.
life.
Yeah, Giannis.
And
Go ahead.
so
call failure.
I'm thinking more and more. There are only two superstars in the NBA.
Hey, you said
I
three,
Because
right? You did say
so
three at
too.
first. You
I
have
think
doubts
so.
about Giannis? Deon?
I'm thinking more and more. I mean, first of all,
It may just be
first of
three.
all,
It
well,
may
yeah,
just
because
be
Kevin
three.
Durant.
And
I mean, yeah.
I was just about to say that KD, but after them three,
Hey,
then we know who
did
the other
Steph show
two
up
are.
and talk after they lost 3-1 in the finals? The 3-1 lead? He showed up, right? He took responsibility for the loss,
Yeah.
and he gave them credit for the win, right? All right. LeBron
Yeah.
showed up. LeBron
What
showed
about
up at
2020?
each one of his finals losses.
He did.
Took responsibility, did we have to do, right?
Yep.
So watch this. If there's a such thing as success, right? The only way there can be no failure is if there's no such thing as a successful season, right? By definition.
Yes.
So, homie,
Yes.
it's you can't compare yourself to MJ because every time MJ was the favorite, he won. You can't say he lost when he wasn't. We didn't call your season a failure when you lost when you weren't the favorite. We've never done that. Now, when you're the number one seed and you are the favorite and you lost, then we called it a failure. See, he can't count.
And see, and I know you keep attacking me when I keep saying they crowned
Yeah, I don't know
him.
who did that.
And the only
Though.
reason why I'm saying this is
Yeah.
no, like if you hear now, it's consensus that people, and I'm just talking about as far as podcasts I listen to and writers, everyone is saying Giannis is the best player in the world, and he's had that title for like 5 years or so. They keep saying that. Steph won last year, and they came in and said he was the best player. Then we heard last year that if we heard Middleton, that they really should have won. So my thing is, you gotta be. You don't get no
you
this year, bro.
take your
Your
L.
team was healthy.
Yeah.
You wasn't. So
Take
yes.
it.
So no, take it. I'm telling you, the internet is ready. Everybody is ready to slander Steph, LeBron, and KD if any of them lose.
In the beginning of the year, this is why I say crown like the people that we know they come out every day. Before the season, Luka was odds-on favorite to be the most valuable player, which means they thought he was the best player in the league.
Sure.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's probably some other stuff, and you got certain guys like shoot. I think sometimes Chris Broussard calls him the best player in the league, but then sometimes he'll say KD, and sometimes like he switches every week.
I think a lot of people, I'll put it like this. I think a lot of people would have KD if it wasn't for health. I think barring injury, I just say this, he has the best talent in the league. He should be the best player. When he is healthy, he's been efficient. It's been insane watching him. But everybody kept saying he this two-way player, Giannis, back-to-back MVP, back-to-back defensive player of the year. Your team has had at least the number one seed or been the favorite to come out the East 5 years in a row. And we have not seen you do it. The only time we did was 2021. And I'm not going to question your ring, but people expect, when you're great, there's just another level of expectations.
It come another level of responsibility.
LeBron has dealt with it. It's another level, man. And like same with it. We watched LeBron ball in the finals, and people have ripped him to shreds. Steph had, 38 and 35 in his playing game, playing with G Leaguers.
Yeah.
And what they could do, he cloned them. All he said was, y'all not going to want to see us next year.
Right.
He stood on
because
his
if
word.
you really one of them dudes, then to you, not getting out the first round is a failure. To you, it should be a failure.
Exactly.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
I was surprised.
So he started talking about jobs and listen. At the end of the day, if you're the best father in the world, you don't get a championship trophy as a measure of success. But in the NBA, they give you trophies and rings for accomplishing what you're supposed to accomplish. So there's a clear-cut goal line for success every single year. Now, the Knicks, right? We ain't expecting them to get to the finals. So their season is a success already. If they hadn't made it to the playoffs, then it wouldn't be a success. So there's levels to everything, right? So you can't do that.
Perfect example of the Hawks, right? Because the Hawks made the trade. That's why a lot of people was clowning them, because you upgrade your roster. We expect you to be a top 6 seed. Now, look, they may pull off the upset, but there was expectations for you to win more games than you won last year. And that's why Trae Young got criticized. Now, let's be real. He done showed up in these last 2 games. Young dog gets his respect. And that's why I tell people, I'm fair. But going back to these guys, man, for these guys to say Kobe is their favorite player and they got Mamba mentality, no way in hell Kobe says answer a question like that. Man, this was after a 3-peat. They lose in Game 6, lost it at home. Yeah, we know they got blew out. It wasn't like that. Kobe was crying.
Because it's a failure.
After the game. I hate this feeling. Thank you. I wish the season started right now.
Because,
I hate
watch this.
Feeling.
If Boston loses to Atlanta, the season is a failure.
Oh, it's a big failure. If Boston loses,
so what is we tripping off of? Right. Like the only people playing with house money right now, like whoever wins from Miami, New York, whether you win or lose, they both straight. As long as they don't get popped.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't get.
And let's be real.
Right. Especially the Heat don't have Tyler Hero either, too.
Like, you know, if the Lakers pull it off, maybe if Memphis pull it off, but I'll put it like this. Any of these teams will get slandered. If you're Denver, if you're Phoenix, if you're the Warriors, if you don't win a championship this year, your season is a failure. We don't count who got the most conference finals appearances. We don't count who got the most NBA finals losses on your resume. Perfect example. The Pistons went to, 6 or 7 straight conference finals? 2 trips to show for it, 1 ring. We can call them a dynasty. They had a good moment. And that's all I'm saying for people, and we've had that conversation the other day, who going to be these next trans?
We're going to have a gap,
because we were spoiled. We're going to have it because, look, we went from Mike. No, let's go back to the 80s. Bird got 3, Magic got 5.
Zeke,
you get what I'm saying?
Zeke stuck in his
Mike
2.
got 6. Shaq got 3. Duncan got 5. Kobe got 5 mixed in. Ron got 4. Steph got 4. These guys getting up there in years, too.
Who's next?
So if you don't get them in bunches like
we are going to miss when KD, Bron, and Steph are not lacing up their shoes anymore. We talk junk and we got our favorites or whatever, but when KD, LeBron, and Steph are going, we're going to miss them. Period. Yeah, Taya, KD too. I know that's the guy.
Yeah, we are. Because my thing is the skill and the expectations.
Yeah.
And you get what I'm saying? That comes with it. Look, KD, man, I was rooting for him in 2021. I was hoping he got that ring. He didn't get it.
Yeah.
It goes as a loss. So what I'm saying is, Giannis, if you tell him you want to be a great player, right, and I'm just going off his expectations, he said he should have been an MVP the last 5 years. Well,
you got to get some.
Because I think
you got to go to the finals more than once. Let's even start there.
Thank you. Thank you. So that's what I'm saying. This year was no.
He froze? Well, I'm froze.
I think it's just Troy, but they
So that's that sucker stuff, and you gotta people gotta tell their kids that, man. You're not entitled to anything, and if there's a thing to which you can consider yourself a winner, then there's also a thing to which you can consider yourself having not won, which means you lost. If you can have success, then you can have failure. Logic works both
he brought up
ways.
Michael Jordan, though. That's the part that made me mad. I don't know
Right,
the whole
and
thing, but he brought up Michael Jordan. Like, come on, man.
It's right because it ain't no context, right? So you brought up Mike, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. Mike lost early in his career. When Mike became the best player in the NBA, and he was the MVP, Michael Jordan,
no loss.
He won the championship. Every time he was favored to win a championship, he won the championship. So this year, you favored to do what you got to do.
Not
and you don't
the
get it
first
done.
round. Yeah, you didn't get out the first round.
Watch this. You could ask the same guy. If Giannis would have made it to the final and won a championship, and the same reporter would have said, do you consider this season a success? He would have said yes.
Yep.
So since there's a point of reference for success, there got to be a point of reference for failure. I don't understand why you can't just get
Nobody
rid of
said a failure of life. We just talking about a failure season.
Right.
That was a failure season.
Right. This season. And matter of fact, I don't think, do you want to be held to the same standard as the guys that you're trying to chase? Because Steph and LeBron and KD and the boys get held to that same standard.
Man, they get a lot of criticism. They get a lot of criticism.
Exactly. And if you want to be in their area, then you gotta hold up to that. And what's crazy is because there's so much noise, and people don't talk about this a lot, because there's so much noise and there's so much social media and there's so much other ways to talk about people. Steph, LeBron, and KD received more negative attention than any of the superstars before them because you can hear it more.
Yep.
Not that people weren't thinking it or feeling it, but now everybody could voice an opinion.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Jordan, you have Instagram and Twitter and
right. Even Kobe in his prime,
Kobe too.
We was in Black Planet and MySpace.
Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, there wasn't no Twitter. Somebody could tweet you and tell you suck.
Exactly, bro. So those guys got to get a lot of respect for what they've done, and I don't think we take that into account. Their context, their situation, and how they are, and how they've dealt with it. And I respect. Look, and even KD, he be sensitive and snapping back, but hey, do what you do. Do what you do. Look, if you like to argue and debate with people, that's cool, man. You need to have fun too.
KD's still one of my favorite players. But I didn't like when he started responding back to the social media. That's the only guy I didn't like. But I understand. It's like,
but they show up to the media days. They show up and take responsibility for their loss.
I've never seen KD not show up to when they lost.
Right.
Yeah.
They show up. Those three guys show up. They not skipping media days because they say they want to poke a bear. Right. They not talking after a loss, but then hyped after a win like Memphis and Ja and them boys. They front runners. They not and they gonna grow up. They're gonna get older.
Yeah.
I think Ja will mature out of that.
Me too.
You gotta show up when you lose. You got to. That shows your championship medal. But if you can't show when you lose, that shows a character flaw to me.
It surprised me because I thought when he put his hand on his face, I thought he was about to say, "Man, I should play better." I thought he was about to be hard on himself. I'm like, Giannis usually is harder. I don't know what he was thinking, bro. I don't know.
Hey, when you miss free throws, by definition, did you fail to make them?
Yep.
Okay then, homie. Well, you failed to make a bunch of free throws and y'all lost by less points than the amount of free throws that you missed.
Oh, yeah.
So we could pinpoint it by math. You were the reason y'all lost. How about that? Since you don't want to take notice.
I still had to, when the Bucks were down 3-1, I thought they was going to come back and win still, the whole series.
Dude, they should have.
Yeah. That 56-point game, okay.
Now,
56, that Butler got hot.
Now, some information came out about coaching that they double teamed Jimmy Butler like 8 times the entire series, which is stupid. Your coach got to get fired for that, especially when Tyler Hero down. I'm doubling Jimmy.
Yeah, exactly. They got 2 consistent ballers on that team.
I need Fat Boy Kyle Lowry to beat me. I'm not going to let Jimmy beat me.
Yeah, like no Tyler Hero, no excuses to lose that.
Now, and look, I want to say this while I'm on here. Jimmy Butler should get all credit, all props, all